Hi, welcome to another cheapwinefinder.com value price wine review podcast. We write up a original review on the cheapwinefinder.com website. We put pictures and links to different things on there so you can find out about the wine. And then when we're done, we plug in the trusty microphone and then we talk about it. And that's what I'm doing. Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com now. And we've got a wine that shouldn't exist. It's the Aldi California Heritage Brut sparkling wine, non-vintage. It was $4.85. If you look for it online for Aldi, or they have ads out there, it's a little bit more expensive, not much, but this is a sub $5 bubbly that is made by J Gallo. So, okay, you go sub $5 bubbly, that's not good. But Gallo has years and years and years of experience. They've done barefoot wines. Barefoot wines are under $10 where they should be for their whole line, but they have a whole line of sparkling wines, and they're fun. I mean, they're not the kind of they're not champagne replacements, but they're fun wines, and they have a bunch of different ones, and you can like one or not the other. They have Bellatore, which I've never tasted, and I have tasted this Andres. And Andres has been around so long that when Champagne in France came to the United States to enforce their trademark, there was a cutoff date. Any bubbly that was produced before this date brand could be now called Champagne. And Andres, which is the least champagne bubbly in the United States, is now called a Champagne. And all the other ones are now sparkling wines. So we have here is a wine from Gallo, sold at Aldi, which usually is a $2 or $3 at least difference, because Aldi doesn't have to do advertising. They buy everything. They're not really. The distributor doesn't do as much as they would for a retail wine. Just warehousing, maybe some shipping. All their costs are much less. So this might be closer to an $8 bubbly. Not that is. But that's in the lower end of the Prosecco range, and and that is in some of the more value priced on sale bubblies. So this $4.85, which is a scary price for a sparkling wine, isn't that scary. It's actually kind of nice. I don't hate to say it, but I was happy to say it. It's made in the Charmat method. The Champagne method, which is the traditional method, is they crush the grapes, ferment the wine the first time, and then they take the juice and they age it whatever time they're going to age it and blend it. And then for Champagne, they bottle it. And then in each bottle, they put a little bit of sugar, a little bit of yeast, measured amounts. Put a temporary cork in there. Turn the bottle about a quarter of a turn every few days. And in France, 18 months later, in the United States, when you have those bubblies, there are no laws about how long it has to be. In France, it has to be 18 for the Champagne. And that's how you make that. That's traditional. This is Charmat. What they do with the Charmat method is they make the wine the first time, like always, age it for whatever time it's going to be. I doubt if this one's been aged all that long. It's a bunch of white grapes. We don't know which white grapes. And they take it and they transfer the juice after it's been fermented one time, age a little bit, into a huge pressurized vat. And then again, they measure out a certain amount of sugar and a certain amount of yeast, clamp down the vat, because these are big. They hold hundreds of thousands of gallons. Well, maybe not that big, but huge ones. Crank on the pressure. Champagne, the atmospheres in the bottle of a Champagne is like over 6. Prosecco's like in the 3s. Don't know what this is. Right, and then in a couple of weeks to a couple of months, in the Charmat method, you got bubbly. Now, I would imagine a $4.85 one is in a couple of weeks, but $4.85 for a drinkable bubbly is like, you don't complain. So I'm going to take another sip. The acidity, which can be a problem, and And a lot of value price bubbly is to get because you got to pick the grapes before they're ripe, and the acid could be off. But no, this is fine. And the acidity is just fine. The flavor profile is slightly sweet, but it's a Brut wine, so it's not sweet. I mean, the sugar content doesn't measure out to sweet. But I think maybe the grapes used, I'm not too sure which one. Moscato and all that kind of stuff might be in here. Moscato tends to have a viscous, sweeter flavor just without the sugar. But another sip. I mean, this is a sipping wine. This is a Tuesday night watching the Olympics, whatever you got going. Couple glasses of bubbly. It's 10.5 on the alcohol. The screw cap screws back on and off. You can close it up. Hopefully it keeps the bubbles in. And you can have it again the next day. If all you want is one glass or two glasses, or you want to share it or whatever, you can close it up. And it tastes fine. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not a substitute for some of the best sparkling wines in the world, or even some of the average sparkling wines in the world that are actually attempting to mimic high-end Prosecco and champagne. This is just fun bubbles, and it's cheap. I mean, if you have 4 bottles for $20, I mean, if you have people over and they're all just sipping on it, it's not a lot of alcohol. You're not going to get people drunk unless they want to. And it tastes good. So there you go. This is the Aldi, California Heritage Brut sparkling wine under $5 at Aldi stores. Screw top bubbly with that pops. Tastes just fine. It's not going to impress your wine snob friends, but don't invite them over anyway. And there you go. So it's a fun wine. I've got a Josh Lodi Cabernet Sauvignon coming up because we just had a Trader Joe's Napa $10 Cabernet, just I think the last wine, and we want to just see how that goes together. Because Lodi is a good place for bargain Cabernet Sauvignon. So there you are. We'll have that in a couple of days. So adios, keep it cheap, and I'll be talking to you. Bye-bye.